Welcome to a world where stuffed monkeys sit on diapers, where soybeans dangle on pegboard, and if you technically want to, you can see a real life working Tesla coil. We are in the Wells County Community Building 4-H Exhibit Hall, or Expo Hall, I'm sorry, where the plethora of 4-H projects have been sitting for anyone to come view. I realize that it has been about 2 days for the fair now, but in case you were gone this weekend or you haven't been able to make it yet, we just want to give you a little bit of a tour of what there is to see this year in the Expo Hall at the 4-H project. As you can see here, the Expo Hall is pretty well covered with projects. Let's just go ahead and start over here in photography. Photography here. Experiences in color. For all you cat lovers out there. We have a champion in photography. Down here we have not only the grand champion, but a state fair entry, Jesse McClure, Moments in Time. Reserve grand champion here, Jordan Page from Jackson Township, also state fair entry. Now, just because you have entrance in a project doesn't necessarily mean that the Wells County 4-H has to send it to excuse me, the state fair. They can opt not to if they don't think any projects are ready for it in a particular year. Now we're over here, we have personality. We have Meadow Tucker showing off her different personalities: fear, sadness, accomplishment. Grand champion down here, Isaiah Mossberg, personality. Moving on to horses, you can see the grand champion up there. Horse poster. Learn about the horse skeleton if you want and how it compares to the human skeleton. Forestry. Speaking of forestry, the actual 4-H clubs started in Indiana back in, at least according to the earliest recorded club recorded in Indiana, was in 1904, and you're basically seeing right here what that club was. In 1904, down in Hamilton County, just about 70 miles away from Wells County, John F. Haynes. He is recorded as introducing the earliest known 4-H club. Now, the clubs started out as corn growing, and eventually it became what you see today, from corn growing to soybeans to personality to scrapbooking to sewing to construction toys. But in a way, it all started here with the corn. And let's see what we have here with corn. Here we have our grand champion, Adam Sills, corn stalks. Congratulations to Adam. Potatoes. Grand champion potato by Landon Wendell. You have garden. Meet the K9 Cadet 4-H Dog Club. Dogs. Ella Stetner with her grand champion garden project. Here are the soybeans. So you can see all these in the Expo Hall in the Wells County Community Building up until about 4 o'clock Thursday, when people need to start picking them up, unless they're going to the state fair. Well, let's see what we have over here. More projects. This is arts and crafts over here. A plethora of illustrations. a grand champion and state fair entry by Danny Thomas. Black and white pencil illustration, I assume, with Bible verse, "For thou didst form my inward parts, thou didst knit me together in my mother's womb." Psalm 139:13. You can see more here. Arts and crafts. Quite a few arts and crafts here. Judges were in the Expo Hall starting about 9 o'clock, I believe, Friday morning to start judging these and getting the ribbons on. Alright, now to the more delicious parts of the Expo Hall. We have cookies. Foods, I should say, more specifically. So if you have a bit of a sweet tooth, or if you're on a diet, I recommend you not go over to this display. Well, there are some rolls. Those are probably a little bit healthier. So you can see the cookies here. And if you're looking for the perfect gift for someone, but you're also looking for the perfect gift wrapping, you can go over to the gift wrapping project. Now, the gift wrapping project is actually one of about 4 or 5 projects that are not state fair contenders. Most of these projects could conceivably go down to the state fair, but there are a couple quote-unquote pilot programs to see how much popular they are. Gift wrapping is one. Collections is another one that doesn't have a state fair entry yet. Construction toys, which is the newest project in the Wells County 4-H, so it's still now a few years old. And scrapbooking. Those are all pilot programs. Now, scrapbooking's been going on for 10 years, so I'm not sure how long it takes for pilot programs to be accepted by the state. But there is gift wrapping. Speaking of construction toys, this is here. This is construction toys. This is the reserve champion from Isaiah Malsberg. The judges said it's a very creative scene. His creativity was excellent, as well as his overall design and degree of difficulty, and more. You can see the judges' comments if you go to the Expo Hall. There you go. Reserve champion. We have an honor group here with the White House. No one has seen President Obama, but the White House is here. These are construction toys, as you can see. Someone's had fun with Legos.